We're getting ready to install the Velux solar-powered fresh air skylight. We opened the carton and we're first of all going to take the insect screen and put that away so it doesn't get damaged. I want to point out some of the components of this skylight. When we look at a Velux solar-powered skylight, you have the option of getting a factory-installed solar blind. That is this component right here, the solar blind. We also have the solar panel that charges the skylight, the remote control, and a wire kit that allows you to move the panel to the top of the skylight for steep roof pitches. When installing any Velux solar-powered skylight, we do need the step flashing kit that's used for slope roof shingles. Okay, we're looking at the old skylight at Mid-Cape. The roofing crew is going to be replacing this with a Velux VSS S06 solar-powered fresh air skylight. Here they already have the new skylight laid down onto the roof deck. They're mounting it by screwing through the deck seal, the nailing fin of the skylight, into the roof deck. So this would be the first part of the installation. Okay, so the roofers have the skylight mounted to the roof deck. They're going to get ready to wrap all four sides with the ice and water material that comes in the flashing kit for the Velux skylight. Our roofer Russ here is pulling out the tape off the solar-powered installation plug that mounts the panel to the bottom of the skylight, and they're going to start applying the ice and water material to the bottom frame of the skylight. So they're pulling out the ice and water that comes in the flashing kit. They're going to wrap this up the frame about 3 inches and 6 inches out onto the roof deck, cutting the corners at a 45 and wrapping that around the bottom left and right corner of the frame of the skylight. So the roofers have wrapped the bottom of the skylight, the left and right side. They're now going to apply the ice and water to the top part of the skylight, and that will be our second layer of protection. So they have the nailing fin nailing the skylight to the roof deck, and then wrapping all four sides with the ice and water material up the frame 3 inches, 6 inches onto the roof deck. The next step on installing the skylight would be applying the sill flashing, which you're seeing already attached to the skylight here at the bottom. And then the roofers are going to start with each course of shingle, bringing that to the left and right side frame of the skylight, and then adding the flashing step tins under every course of shingles. So they've completed the installation of the step flashing tins on the left and right side of the skylight between every course. They're getting ready now to install the head flashing to the top of the skylight. So when installing the head flashing, there is a piece that typically is not used with thin roofing material like architect shingles, and that's what you're looking at now. That's called the filler piece. So that piece is actually removed from the head flashing and discarded. Now the head flashing is being installed on the top of the skylight. It crimps onto the top cover of the skylight. At this point, the next step would be the installation of the solar panel bracket kit, which mounts at the bottom of the skylight. So we're watching the installation of the bracket. First of all, you're going to plug the wire into the wire that is coming out of the bottom frame of the skylight, and then the bracket actually sits on two fasteners that are hidden under a rubber gasket at the bottom of the skylight. They do have a Phillips screw that you need to back out about 1/4 of an inch, one on the left and right side of the bracket panel. This panel has key eye holes that the screws fit through. You line up the bracket and then you just tighten down these screws. These are used to be tightened with a Phillips screwdriver. Looking at the top of the skylight, they're adding another layer of ice and water over the head flashing and under the next course of shingles. Once the solar panel is installed to the bottom of the skylight, the next step would be replacing the frame cladding. There's a left, right, and bottom piece. Here, the roofers are going to take out the left and right bottom screw to separate all three pieces and the bottom piece has to be installed by sliding it from right to left into the bottom of the frame of the skylight over the solar panel. So our frame cladding is completely installed and they're just about done with the installation. The next step here would be adding in the last couple courses of shingles at the top of the skylight, and the Velux solar powered skylight installation will be complete. Okay, the installation of the Velux solar powered fresh air skylight is complete. Again, this is a deck mount skylight and can be installed on the lowest pitch of 312. We're now going to move to the interior of the product. We just finished the complete install of the Velux solar powered fresh air skylight, and now we're inside here ready to program the product to the remote control. To program the Velux KLI 110 remote, first of all, basically we open up the back, we put in the 2 batteries. We're going to hit the R button and then stop and down, and then the skylight will start operating. Next, to program the solar powered blind, we would turn the blind on. There's a switch on the headrail, and we'd use a second Velux KLI 110 remote. We would press the R button and the stop and down, and the blind would start operating. A new product Velux has for 2018 is the Velux Active System. It's an app system that can operate your solar-powered fresh air skylights and solar-powered blinds. The app system is $295. It'll operate all the skylights and blinds in your home, and it's a simple kit that you can buy here at Mid-Cape Home Center. The homeowner can set this up and put all their products on their cell phone. In the last section of our video, we'd like to talk about the 30% federal tax credit for the installation of solar-powered skylights and solar-powered blinds. The end user, the homeowner, would be eligible to claim 30% of the complete cost installed. This is product, materials, and labor from the contractor. This program has been funded until 2021, and there's no cap. That means multiple skylights could be claimed at the end of the year on the homeowner's federal tax credit. To claim your 30% federal tax credit, the homeowner would complete the federal 1040 form the following year. We're showing you the 2017 form, and line 53 is the residential energy tax credit, and this is where they would actually put the 30% of the total cost of the project on their federal tax form. Line 53 on the federal tax form 1040 requests that you complete a 5695 form. We're looking at the 5695 form here. On line 1, qualified solar electric property cost, we're going to put the complete cost of the skylight installation there. Then on line 6, it asks you to multiply it by 0.30, which is 30%. That figure then would be put back on line 53 of your 1040 federal form, and that would be the complete credit that you'd get for the installation of the solar-powered skylights. What we'd like to do next is do a breakdown of the cost of this product to the end user. So if what we're looking at here is a VS S06, that's a 4x4 manual venting skylight. To purchase this product, it's around $875. If the contractor was going to charge $1,000 for the installation, that's labor and materials, the cost to the end user would be $1,875. If we could upgrade them to the solar-powered fresh air skylight, the VSS S06, the product does cost more. It's $1,670. The installation is the same cost. That would be $1,000 in this example. So the total to the end user would be $2,670. However, there's a 30% federal tax credit, which in this case would be $801, bringing the total cost to the end user at $1,869. The solar-powered skylight would be $6 less than the manual venting. It's a better product that the homeowner is going to use more. Thank you for watching this video. This video is sponsored by Mid-Cape Home Centers and Velux Skylights. For further information on these products, you can contact Gordon Correa or Andy Senator at Mid-Cape Home Centers. They are the roofing, siding, and skylight experts, or Dave Poikinen, local sales rep at Velux Skylights. Thank you again.